Good morning. This is going to be a first of who knows how many videos because it's not a series and it's not really based on real estate. This is what I'm calling my before coffee rant. So one of the things that I want to show you is this is my first cup of coffee in the morning. So, I mean, this is going to be, you guys don't think that I'm looking directly into the camera most days. You're right, but this is the reason why I'm looking at the coffee. So, I have not had my cup of coffee yet this morning. I was very kindly woken up, and let's see if I can get this turned so you see how pitch black it is out here in the corner of the screen. That is because it is dark 30. And my wonderful grand dog, Bella, has decided to come and wake me up because her grandpa and my oldest son have went to a sporting clay tournament, and they're going to be traveling 3 hours away, and it's very early in the morning, and as soon as they left the corner of the property, my youngest son, who's 26, he's not a child, has decided to allow the grand dog to come in and wake Grandma up in the middle of the morning. So Grandma, who thought she was going to get sleep till dawn, which is my preferred time of waking up is when sunshine's coming in, is now up in the middle of the night. So this is what I'm calling my before coffee rant. Last week, we had the incident in one of the neighbors around. I'm on this place called Next Door. Most of you are across country. It's a huge website, and they have all kinds of different, you can talk to your neighbors. I rarely talk. I flip through and see what's going on in my particular neighborhood because I'm a real estate agent. I'm on there a lot. I want to see what everybody's issues are in their neighborhoods. It helps me know the area better. And so I'm on there just flipping around. I rarely answer anybody unless they go, "Hey, I need a painter." Then I'll go, "Oh, I love this guy." So this poor woman has had her political sign stolen. Now, I live in Texas. We've got some pretty funny ideas on a lot of different issues. And I'll probably rant about those in the future. If this is not my only one and only rant. We had hoped that it's not. Like I said, dawn, not dark 30. So she lives in a property that's not huge, but enough where you have to come through the gate and take a little walk and come right up on top of her porch and take her political sign. Now, anybody that has any idea or lives in Texas, right now is going, and forewarned, I'm about to use a little bit of language, what the hell, right? It's extremely dangerous. If you're a man and you're 18 in the state of Texas and you're not carrying a gun, we all look at you and go, "Really, you don't carry a gun?" If you're a woman, you're over the age 21, and you don't carry a gun, people go, "Really, you can carry a gun?" So everybody's armed here. You got your signs. This house protected by Smith & Wesson. And it's kind of serious. So, anybody that comes and steals your political sign off your front porch is kind of asking for trouble. So, anyway, her political sign's gone. She's putting it out there. She's not, saying, "Hey, I'm a Biden supporter. Hey, I'm a Trump supporter." She's just saying, "Hey, this is my sign. Don't come on my front porch and take my personal property." Well, geez, we can all relate to that, right? And so I'm thinking to myself, that's very true. I've had these types of things happen. Now, for real estate signs, but still, it's my personal property. I'll put a sign out on someone's property when they list a home with me. And, geez, lo and behold, darn thing's gone. Just irritating as all hell. Because, those are expensive little jobbies. I pay a lot of money for my real estate signs, and it's really irritating with the seller too, because they're like, "Hey, where'd the seller go? Where's my sign?" And so, it will eventually, usually what has happened is that some HOA Nazi person has come and pulled the sign up because they think it's in violation of the covenants, the conditions, covenants, conditions, restrictions of whatever particular area of San Antonio this house happens to be in. So, yes, no, don't take other people's signs. Because I'll tell you what, when, the HOA Nazi has always stolen my sign, I've never got my $150 sign back. They've trashed it. Now, that's not their property. Even if their seller was in violation, you send a letter. You don't ever come on anyone's property in the state of Texas. It's not a safe thing to do. So anyway, so this poor lady, she's had her sign stolen. She's quite upset about it because they had to walk through her property all the way up onto her porch. And as I just got done saying, bad thing to do. So, of course, we get into this discussion about stealing people's free speech and blah, blah, blah. And so I'm reading along with it. And like I said, I don't normally comment too much. And I'm trying not to be real political. I'm not real political. I'm an independent. I currently lean right, but 8 years ago I was leaning left. I mean, it depends on the situation. It depends on the issues of the day. I think most of us are that way. So this woman pops up and says, I'm not sure this is, and she's in another neighborhood, and I was in another neighborhood other than the person complaining about it. And so she goes, that's happening in my neighborhood too. People are getting their signs stolen, and this has got to stop. This is personal property. And another one pops up with, they're stealing our free speech. Well, I'm a big believer in the Constitution. That's, I just am. I'm a huge believer in that. So I went off and I had not had my coffee. and I had not had my coffee. And so, I went on a rant. So, I was like, I think that the reason why people are learning these things is because we get some basic societal issues. They're learning, they're not learning their manners, in schools or homes. They're not learning their, the free speech basically in civics class. We don't even have civics class anymore. They're not learning a lot of different things throughout society, and they're sure as hell not learning to keep their hands to their own self or keep their hands off other people's property. So, I go through and I'm, like I said, I'm ranting. I'm ranting, and I rarely rant. At least not on social media, but I'm doing so this morning because, like I said, dark 30, no coffee. So, I go off on the speech. I got a girlfriend. I rant to her all the time because she's a great sounding board on different things that happen throughout my crazy real estate career. But I'll tell you what, we need to learn to start being kind again. Stop taking other people's stuff. Stop burning people's stuff down. Quit stealing people's things. We've got to get over this. We got to stop letting societal organizations like schools and the media and parties, political parties, divide us. We've got to remember that, this is one nation here. One. It's called America. We are one people. We're called Americans. Okay? And we have one law. And it's called the Constitution. So I'm a big believer in all three of those things. I'm the perfect person to live in Texas. Every couple of years we decide we're going to secede over taxes, over property taxes. I mean, a little crazies down here. But let me tell you something. This is our country, okay? It's our country. So it's time to stop stealing people's signs. And I don't care who you support. I truly don't. It's your right as an American to support and vote for whoever the hell you want to. So, again, this is the before coffee rant here. And if you like it, comment. If you don't like it, comment. You got a right to do so. I don't care. But I'm going to have my coffee, and I hope you all are having a better morning than I have. So, thanks very much for listening. Bye-bye.